Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with the 25th update of our ETF portfolio. And as you can see, with the value of 74,985.75 Swiss francs, we are 3/4 on our way towards 100k. And yeah, it was a great month, so let's get on with the wrap up for November of 2025. First off, I'm always talking about the dividends that we received in November, then what we bought in November, actually today on the 25th of November, what I'm going to buy in December, and that's going to be again GLDV because today we bought GLDV as well. Value of our ETF portfolio then the predicted future yearly dividends, then the dividends to be received in December, although there's not much to talk about because as always the third month of the quarter the information is always lagging behind, so no new information there. And then finally the overview for this video. So we start off with our dividend received from XYLF, our income ETF, from Global X, the S&P 500 covered call ETF from Global X. So we have 200 pieces of this ETF, and per share we received $0.15 and a bit, and in total this was equal to $30.19 US. Converted towards Swiss francs, although we are not going to do that, but it's always for the worth of our portfolio. This is always taken into account, so 24.30 Swiss francs. Then we also received a dividend from GLDV. That was on the 17th of November. There it took 2 weeks before we got paid because it went ex-dividend on the 3rd of November already. But yeah, it's always the case with XYLF. You see it as well. It's always there plus minus 1 week. And here we have 289 pieces. And per share we received a little bit over 35 cents, dollar cents per share. And in total this gave us 102.86 US dollar converted towards Swiss francs 81.85 Swiss francs. And then we bought LDEG today. So we bought 32 pieces for a price of 14.118 Swiss francs. I put in the order at 14.12, but it was executed at 14.118. And it was the only trade today for LDEG on the Swiss Stock Exchange. So yeah, if you look at the graph, it's me that that made the purchase, but it's not me that set the price because I wanted to pay even a little bit more. But that's just because I put the orders in yesterday evening and with a limit amount, and yeah, when it gets executed like this, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. And in total we spent 458.35. So with the other one we needed to be just below 450 Swiss francs, and there we went for GLDV with 15 pieces at 29.02, and we had a total of 441.80 Swiss francs. So a little bit over 900 Swiss francs, 900.13 Swiss francs we invested this month. So normally it should be 900, but yeah, sometimes it's a little bit below, sometimes it's a little bit higher. Now it's 13 cents above. So our worth of our ETF portfolio, here you can see a lot of green. Only FLXD is down this month, in fact. So about 30 cents down from last month. And it's not that big of an impact on the total amount that we have in FLXD because the euro actually got a little bit stronger towards the end of the month compared to the Swiss francs. And also the US dollar became a little bit stronger. You will see that this has a huge impact on our total expected dividend for the next year, of course. And yeah, everything is in the green, so I can't complain at all. I'm not going to go over the numbers. You can pause the video and look at all the numbers. So FLXD is a little bit of a disappointment with numbers there in the red, but for the rest, it's actually, yeah, it's been an amazing month. A lot of people were complaining at the end because, yeah, the prices were dropping, but for us, actually, it's only up that it's going. Last week would be better, of course, to buy GLDV and V and LDEG, but it is the way it is. We get our wage paid on the 25th or the day before or the day before when the 25th is on Saturday or on Sunday. So we buy on the day that we got our wage, and sometimes you are lucky and sometimes you are unlucky. And in the long run, it's not going to matter because you know it. Timing the market, that's not the way to go. It is time in the market. In the market. So our value from last time, our 24th update, it was 72,955.48 Swiss francs on the 24th of October. Now we bought 32 pieces of LDG and 15 pieces of GLDV. And now our total worth on the 25th of November is 74,985.75 Swiss francs. So we are plus 2,030.27 minus the 887.08 that we invested towards the ETFs without the costs. So we are there plus 1,143.19 or plus 1.57% for the month, which is unbelievable. So November did not disappoint at all. And normally they are expecting to have an anti rally. You never know what December is going to do. So normally there is a rally, but it can also be that there is a huge drop. It's going to be the way it is. We are just going to keep investing on the day that we get our payment of our wage. So nothing new under the sun. It's boring, I know, but it works. And we also received the due dividends this month. I already mentioned them. So with the dividends from XYLF, which brought us 24.30 Swiss francs, and GLDV, which brought us 81.85 Swiss francs, this is actually plus 1,249.34 Swiss francs. So plus 1.71%. And if you know, here in Switzerland, you get zero or just a little amount of interest on your accounts, your saving accounts, then getting this for 1 month of investing into the stock market, that's just great. The total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is now $210.52. So we are 2/5 of the way there to buy another tranche of EMHD. And here you can see this was the previous number in dollars that we had, so 77.47 dollars. And now, yeah, these amounts were added, and now we have $210.52. The total dollar amount on a Swiss quote is still 16 euros. Then our predicted future dividends. So yeah, here you can see the conversion rate, everything in the green. So also total Swiss francs is in the green. And the only green that you see here in the trailing 12 months of our dividend payments that we receive from our ETFs is GLDV, because they really announced a big jump for their payment in November. So this brought their total well in the green for this year. And you can see this on the next slide. But I want to mention our yearly dividend right now, predicted yearly dividend for the next year in 2026 is 3,382.57 Swiss francs. Our monthly amount is 281.88 Swiss francs on average. And year to date, we are actually being paid 2,970.59 Swiss francs so far. So this is the amount that we received so far in 2025. It's still going to go up, so we are going to normally receive well over 3,000 Swiss francs this year. And yeah, that's for the last video of the year, of course. And yeah, we are so happy that we are receiving more than 3,000 Swiss francs in a year from our portfolio. We are also getting closer to our goal of 3,600 Swiss francs. So nothing but happy faces here in the house. So my wife is happy, and happy wife, happy life. So nothing to complain about. And then the only thing to complain about is the dividends for December. Because you can see here XYLF. I know the ex-dividend date, the record date, and the payable date, but I don't know the amount yet. So the previous time it was this amount, so hopefully it's a little bit higher. But if it's a little bit lower, I can live with that as well. Then LDG, nothing known from for now. For FLXD, nothing known as well. VHYL, also nothing. And EMHD, also nothing. So it's always the same song. The third month of the quarter, we get 5 payments, 5 dividend payments, so that is great, but the information is always so slow. They are only giving out the dividends that they are going to pay 7-6 days before they are actually going to go ex dividend. And then for VHYL, you have to wait until the end of the year to actually receive the money. So yeah, we have to be patient. But the biggest and best news is GLDV. When you look at the amount that we received in dividends for 2024 compared to 2025, this is $1.2933 compared to $1.5107, which is a difference of $0.2174 or a plus of 16.8%. So a huge rise in dividends from GLDV or Z or ZPRG. If you are living in Germany, you know ZPRG better, of course, or ZPRG, and which is very nice, of course. And a lot of people are thinking probably, hey, but you are putting a lot of money in GLDV and it's lagging behind. Yeah, it's like that. With SGPX, it was also lagging behind. I also kept putting money towards it. In 2025, we haven't put any money towards it, and it rose like crazy. It's one of the best performing ETFs in our ETF portfolio. So I hope next year GLDV is going to pick up. Also, our other ETFs can perform good as this year. Hopefully, you never know, but our goal is to increase the percentage of GLDV, and we are long from there. So we need to keep putting money towards GLDV, and that's what we are going to do next month as well. So the final overview for this video, we invested 900.13 Swiss francs this month. So that's with cost. It's all new money, no new, no reinvested dividends. We also deposited 200 Swiss francs in my U portfolio. And I can already say I bought BASF today. And the future yearly dividends that we receive is 3,382.57 Swiss francs per year. That's plus 85.58 Swiss francs. And okay, I know it's mainly due to the fact as well that currencies went up, but that's part of the game. When they go down, they go down. Last month it was the other way around, and then we only had a plus of 35 Swiss francs, even though we invested 1,500 Swiss francs that month. So yeah, one month against the other, the currencies can play a huge role, and it's something you need to take into account when you are investing. So we are well on our way to hit our goal of 300 Swiss francs per month. Probably we will reach it the end of February next year, and that would be great. Eventually we will get there, so the sooner the better, but we are not in a rush. We are in it for the long term. And in the past month, we gained 1.71% on our ETF portfolio. So once again, well in the green. The past 2 months were a little bit less, but still in the green. Now it is well in the green. Total portfolio worth is 74,985.75 Swiss francs. So we have a dividend yield of 4.51%. Our dividend yield on cost is 4.93%. And there also our reinvested dividends are counted as cost. And if you don't count them as cost and you only calculate the yield on own invested money, that dividend yield is 5.74%. And with that being said, thank you for watching to my YouTube channel, to this video. I hope you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed yet. Hit that like button as well. That helps out my channel enormously. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.